If you think your life is over when you find yourself in an unplanned pregnancy, I can promise you that it's not. The reality of the situation is you do have options, and a lot of people tend to run towards the option of abortion. I found myself in an unplanned pregnancy when I was 19 years old, and instead of the abortion route, I decided to make an adoption plan for my child. So my personal adoption story actually started 27 years ago. I was adopted as a newborn infant. I was placed in a wonderful, loving home. I have two adoptive parents, and they actually decided for my adoption to be semi-open. So from the time that I was born, I actually had a semi-open relationship with my birth mother, which quickly turned open. So from the time that I was 3 months old, I've had an open adoption, and it's been a wonderful experience. My birth mother has been there for me my entire life. So fast forward 19 years, I actually found myself in an unplanned pregnancy. And given that I had lived adoption my entire life and had a wonderful open adoption, I decided to make an adoption plan for my own child. So the first thing I did when I found out that I was pregnant was I called my parents, and I had the luxury of knowing that they were going to be extremely supportive. From there, I decided to call around and find an agency that I felt would be the best fit for what I was looking for. I decided to work with Bethany Christian Services. Dawn Baker was my pregnancy counselor, and she held my hand through the entire process. She brought over to my house tons of different profile books so I could explore the different options that I had in choosing a couple to adopt my child. And really through the whole process, I was in college and it was difficult. Not a lot of people really understood what I was going through. So one thing that was really important to me was choosing an agency that was really supportive and was going to be there throughout the entire process. So I ended up picking a couple. I had the opportunity of meeting with them several times before my child was born. And then fast forward to the day that my child was born, the adoptive family was there, and my adoption has been open ever since. Really, my adoption story has been extremely positive, and I'm here to share this with you to let you know that if you find yourself in an unplanned pregnancy, adoption is such a wonderful option. I was able to give birth to a wonderful, healthy little baby boy and place him in a home with a family that was not able to have a child on their own. So I gave them, the gift of starting a family. And that's something that I think a lot of people don't take into consideration when they find themselves in an unplanned pregnancy. You are carrying a gift, and you have the opportunity to give that gift to a family that otherwise wouldn't be able to have that. And on top of that, at 19 years old, I, gave birth, and I have a wonderful new addition to my family. And I was able a week later to go back to school and continue on with my life and the plan that I had for myself, because at 19, I didn't feel that I could give, my child the best life. So it really turned out to be a wonderful situation for everyone. He's now 8 years old, and he has a little sister and a wonderful, happy family life. And I'm now 27. I graduated college. I have a wonderful job and a fiance, and I was able to play out the rest of my life. So it turned out to be a wonderful thing for everybody.